morning, guys. It is Friday. I just finished 2 different YouTube videos that I filmed at the beginning of this week, more vlog style. So this will be my 3rd. I just wanted to start vlogging how I get back into my routine, or trying to get back into my routine. I've never really done this before, but essentially, like, I had a really good routine going where I was getting up early in the morning. I think I was getting up at like 7, and then I was working out and just planning my whole day around that and getting up early, getting myself moving instead of waking up at like 9 and sitting on my phone, because my schedule is really flexible right now. I don't have a full-time job. I'm kind of like a freelance, like, work twice a week at another place kind of gal right now. So I definitely want to kind of like reroute that, because I've been feeling kind of gross from getting up and like I check my phone, but then I'm on it, like I notice that all of a sudden I'm on it for like sometimes an hour, which is so bad. But yeah, so I just wanted to film my attempt. I'm gonna maybe watch some YouTube videos on productivity. There's the Bliss Bean. I really like her videos. They're really empowering and they make me always feel like I need to get back into a routine. And I've been watching Brooke Michio's vlogs. I hope I said her name correctly, but she's so sweet and she is really good at holding herself accountable to getting up like early in the morning and getting things done in the morning. And because she's a morning person and I'm a morning person, but I've noticed that I've definitely just kind of like let that slide. I think since the last time I've gotten sick, I would just let myself sleep in, because if you don't know, I have Crohn's disease and iron deficiency, and so sometimes like my body just needs the extra rest. But I've been doing it every day, and I definitely just need to start going to bed at a more reasonable time and getting up earlier. So I'm one of those people that needs like a lot of sleep, so it's kind of hard sometimes. Like if I do have to go to bed late or something happens, then I just like let myself sleep in like an extra hour, or give myself like the opportunity and don't set an alarm. But then if I wake up before then when I expected, I'll sit on my phone. It's just become a very bad habit. So enough of a rant. Hello, I'm back. I put a little bit of tinted sunscreen on and just brushed out my hair. I did it last night, so it doesn't look terrible. But I'm just gonna be at home all day doing chores and getting back into routine, so I'm not too worried about it. But I don't think today is not going to be my first day of getting back into routine. I woke up at 9 and checked my phone, but I limited myself, so I only checked like the necessary things. And so I think what I'm going to do to start is, first I'm going to go eat breakfast because I'm already starving, and then I'm going to list out all of the things that like have been on my mind that I think about doing, and that's kind of like clutter in my mind because I know that I want to do them, but I just haven't been doing them. She has so many good videos. I feel like I'm getting a lot of things done in the day, but it feels really messy, and there's just several things that are really important to me in my mental health that I just have kind of let go because I've been feeling better. But I know that if you don't do things like as maintenance, then it's a lot easier to like hit rock bottom. So like things like reading my Bible every morning, I feel like I only run to it when I really need it or really need some guidance, and like every time I read it, it's something that's totally amazing. But I don't know, it's just one of those things that hasn't sticked. Like I've left my Bible out on my desk, and it's not like for lack of trying or not wanting to do it. I just feel like there's certain things, like I'm trying to think of something else, but like certain things that like don't stick in my routine. So I'm gonna really try to get that one to stick, because I want to build up to doing it every single morning. I just feel like it'd be a much more positive way to start my day than like looking at my phone and checking emails. So even if it's like 5 minutes, if you're running late for work, I just feel like doing something for 5 minutes to help yourself and that isn't on your phone is a better way to kickstart your brain. That and drinking water in the morning. so from what you just saw, I did a little time lapse of me watching the Bliss Bean. I ended up watching her video on essentialism and how to map out your time and like make time for everything. I think her video was called How to Make Time for Everything. So I just followed along, paused the video a couple of times, and essentially took notes. And then what I did that I thought was really interesting was she has a little card like this where she writes down all the aspects of her life, so that way when she's planning she knows to include everything, and then she schedules everything. So she schedules time for like even little things to make sure that she can actually get them done. So I think what I'm going to do is I have this, and I have a planner, a Moleskine planner that I went all out on in January, and then of course like because of coronavirus, like I haven't really needed it, but I think what I'm going to do is start using it as a content calendar, because A, I want to use it, I don't want it to go to waste, and B, I use Google Calendar, but I kind of want to start moving away from using my screen as much as possible, which is funny because I'm sitting here talking to my phone, but I really want to like be mindful of how much I'm on technology and start planning more things or making things that aren't on my phone essential, so that I spend less time away from my phone and my laptop. Because I can tell you right now, I'm going to stop doing this video and then go check Instagram and have to remind myself that no, I don't need to do that. I just posted something on my personal Instagram that said, what did it say? Like, don't wait or don't constantly look towards the future and say it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. To learn to like love where you are now and really work the now to your advantage and enjoy life. And that's something that really resonated with me, because I've always been constantly like, oh, well, the next thing, like I just need to prepare for the next thing, and then I'll be happy, and then I'll be happy after that. And it's just never true. So yeah, it's not that I'm not happy now, but I definitely am looking forward to having a full-time job, because then I feel like I'll have a purpose, which is not necessarily true. And the worst thing that could happen from that, because of that thinking, is that I'll get into a full-time job and I'll feel disappointed because I won't feel fulfilled, and because I'll have put so much expectation on that job. So what I need to do is like find my purpose in every day and the now. And so like today, I'm really helping myself. I know I'm going to be proud of myself and be able to sleep soundly tonight, because I invested this time into learning how to begin changing my mindset. So that was a little side note. I will follow up with you later. I'll show you my progress, but I do have to get a couple of things done this morning before lunchtime so that I can still feel like I'm on track to getting the things that I need to get done. Good morning. I ended up doing or like rendering my video overnight, and I just kind of wanted to show you this situation. It's hilarious. So my little charger goes into my closet, and this is where I rendered my video, in between my socks and my purses, because it gets so loud, and yeah, I just didn't want to have to deal with it all night long. But that is the situation that I'm in right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upload the video that I rendered last night. Hopefully everything went okay. I'm a little nervous to check it because it was quite a long video. But yeah, so if you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's definitely already up. It's my what I eat in a week. I think I'm gonna title it What I Eat in a Week. I have to go and count how many days. If it's like 5 days, then I'll do that, but otherwise it's just what I've been eating. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy it and that you're enjoying this vlog so far. Or not really a vlog, but how I get productive again. I'm going to probably pop back on and show you what I was going to do last night. So talk to you in a minute. Try number 3 at this, but Friday I was showing you what I was doing to try to get back into a routine, and then yesterday I tried to follow up, but then I ended up just like getting really up in my head. It's hard to describe, but it's like feeling overwhelmed when I really shouldn't be feeling overwhelmed. And anxious about like lots of little things and not really sure where to put my energy. So took a step back, realized it's a Saturday, it's totally fine, and went over one of my best friend's houses and just hung out and talked and swam in the pool and had a good time. So thank goodness for her. But now it is Sunday and I had church this morning with my family and kind of like laid around in bed and have just been like watching YouTube videos and kind of enjoying my day. I did a little bit of work. I applied to 2 jobs. I don't know if you'd consider that work, but took quite a bit of time. Writing cover letters for each place just takes me so long. I feel like I have a whole template written out, but I like to obviously customize them for each job and yeah, speak to the strengths that they're looking for. So to go back to that, I will show you some clips of what I'm doing after this. I don't think I'm going to talk anymore in this vlog other than now to just say that what I'm doing is setting up my calendar for next week, really getting back into using that because that's something that I haven't stopped using. So I know that it's like a good habit that I have set in place and I kind of want to utilize that because I know it'll work for me. And I've been filling it out. I think what I'm going to do is aim to start waking up every single day at about 6:30. I don't have to leave for work if I go and work at the barn until like 7:50, and then I start work at 8. It's really close to my house, so that's really nice. But I think I'm gonna still try to cut myself off, wake up at 6:30 because then I can get things done in the morning. And I've just been watching some other YouTubers who do that and they wake up really early and get a lot of their work done in the morning. And I like doing that because then you feel like you have the whole day free to do whatever you want. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then also if I end up getting a full-time job soon, like a 9 to 5, then at least I'll be used to waking up early and then I can still get things for Lovely Digest done in the morning before work, kind of get my brain going and then go to work and then just plan to be done when I finish the office job. So we'll see how it all goes. I'm getting a little nervous just to kind of see like if I stick with it, but so far so good. I'm starting to kind of reintroduce like meditation daily into my schedule so that I can start forming better habits and finally stick with them so that I know that I'm setting myself up in the best possible way to help my body to heal. Okay, so this is a little overview. Sorry, my air conditioner comes on every single time I start to talk, but essentially what I do is go through my to-do list. I use Microsoft To-Do or Microsoft Checklist, I think it's called, throughout the week, and that's what I dump all of my not super essential, like let's do this immediately things in there, and then I'll just filter that all into the next week. So that's all the things that like was in there and things that I want to do and work. So things that just take up the most chunks of time are just blocked out, and then the different colors represent different things. So these colors are like personal things. I kind of include like the barn in on that because it has nothing to do with the Lovely Digest, which is a lot of different moving parts. So I like to color coordinate at least the Lovely Digest things. So tonight I just have to render the Week of My Life video, and then tomorrow morning if I get up at 6:30 a.m. I'll have 15 minutes to meditate and then get ready and have breakfast and then head to the barn. And then I do schedule in my shower, and then sometimes I'll put like lunch in, but usually I leave like 12:30 to 2 like free just to kind of have some downtime because I find that I'm always exhausted after the barn in the morning, and just sitting down for a little while kind of helps me to have some extra energy for the afternoon. And then I'll come back up to my room and I have just some like different things, like some personal things like to prepare for my appointment, editing a video, and then posting that video the next day, and just kind of like an interview that I have. And all these different things just so I can like really visualize what I need to do. I find that in the morning I don't stay on my phone as long if I go into my calendar and see that I have a full day's worth of things to do, because then I'll be just more likely to get out of bed and be like, okay, well, might as well just start on that before sitting on my phone. And yeah, just trying to organize all of the things so that this way I'm not thinking about everything that I have to do. Nothing is like really clouding my thoughts, and I can go to work without like feeling like I need to write a list. Like last summer I didn't really do this, so I didn't even have the Lovely Digest, but I had so much on my mind of things that I wanted to do that I found myself, sorry, I could have been facing you this way. I just found myself like getting really distracted at work and constantly like thinking of things that I needed to do when I got home, so I would always go and like make a list in the tack room at the barn and just start like scribbling out everything that was popping up in my mind. I feel like I have random bursts of, oh, I need to do this, this, and this, and so getting it out on my to-do list and then knowing that I'm going to put it in my calendar and following through on that really helps keep me on track. So I just want to get back into the habit of doing that, get into a habit of meditating. I'm going to put some times for the Bible in there and then put the chores in there like I said, and I think that'll be it. Usually things start to fill out towards the end of the week too. Like I usually only know what I'm doing like 2 days in advance. So yeah, that's just how I fill out my calendar. I definitely feel like writing things down helps me a little bit more, but I'm trying to get used to Google Calendar just because I have it on my phone, and every time you add something into like your laptop or your phone, it goes back and forth between both. So it's really easy to cross-check the things that you have to do. So that's where I'm going to end off this vlog. I hope that this was helpful in some ways. Again, the Bliss Bean is a great resource. Once I'm on top of my routine and feel a lot more confident in it, and then I might have some actual advice for you guys, but this was just more to show you what kind of works for me to help me get more excited about my routine again. Let's just see how this week goes. I think the next time that I will post a YouTube video will be maybe the beginning of next week. I think this will be going up mid-week, closer to the end of the week probably, and I will film the next video on what I pack and how I prepare for my doctor's visit in Boston, because Boston's an hour and a half away from me. That's kind of a big trip, kind of have to prepare for that, and then also this is gonna be the first time that I meet my doctor, and I'm really excited to meet her and figure out what the plan is, and so I'll keep you guys informed on that. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'll keep going with a couple of clips of things that I'm doing to show you how I get back into my routine, but yeah, for now I think this is as far as I'm gonna get for now, and I'll let you know how it goes. If you guys want to subscribe and like this video, it would definitely help me a lot and I'd really appreciate it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, or rest of your week by the time this goes up. I love you so much, and good night.